When I was trying to decide what to do today, I realized that we have a lot of jobs still in Pinnacle suburbs. So I figured we'd just start from the top, work our way down through this list, and get through these. So today we're going to be doing a lumberjack museum in Pinnacle. Just a bit of cleaning and replacing furniture. Nothing too intense. Okay, it's a very cute house. I'm thinking I really hope we're gonna do some mowing of the lawn because yeah, this is pretty bad. But nothing outside? Interesting. Okay. Here we're going to sell the door and the sign. All right, I can handle that. I mean it's unfortunate we're selling the sign, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Okay. Oh, this is actually kind of cute, and I'm imagining we're supposed to be filling in this space a little bit because we're not putting a door back there. So we'll put that there. Kind of fits into the existing little arrangement. Landscaping, not my strong point, and that's probably painfully obvious right about now. All right, so that's all we have to do out here. Okay, I'm gonna mow the lawn. You guys need a mowed lawn really badly. All right, so maybe it was an excuse to use the lawnmower because it's a lot of fun, but I mean, we have to. This lawn is awful. I think I realized why they didn't have us mowing this lawn. Through much of the lawn like this, it's kind of hard to tell what you've already gotten unless you happen to run into the tree, which clears out the tree and gives you the lighting so that you can see what you have and have not gotten. But once you get out from under that tree, it kind of disappears. And it becomes really hard to tell what you still need to do. I think overall, though, that looks much better. All right, I am curious if there's something we need to do in here. I would assume so. Actually, surprisingly not. I mean, I don't know what we would have done, but... Okay, let's head in the front door and see what we have in store. All right, so it looks like a basic hallway entry kind of space, and we have some stains to clean up and a few things to sell, and just buy a couple of doorways. Okay, pretty easy. I think we'll start with selling what we need to sell, and then we'll get those doors in and do some cleaning. All right, 2 large door frames. It looks like they're going in roughly around there and there. And then we have a smaller door frame, which is going in here. That's easy enough. It was rather convenient that the doors were framed out in a way that, you know, it still works. And now we just have some cleaning. Nothing too major. Oh, we're getting a phone call.
Hello, glad I managed to catch you. Your work is going well, I hope. I forgot to mention that we also want the old living room redone. You see, that small room served as our home office as well. Both me and Jill, my wife, have paperwork to do from time to time, and we could use a proper space for it. Though, I wish we didn't have to close the museum at all.
All right, well, change may be good.
Jill tells me the same thing, and that it's an opportunity to focus on my carpentry business. She thinks I spend too much time in the past instead of the present. But it's sad that Pinnacle loses another trace of its lumber history.
What else is
Did you
lost?
know that Coral Root Forest is a brand new name? In my father's days, it was called, guess what? Lumber Forest.
Creative.
I guess you got bored, right? I'm not a museum guide anymore. Just remember about the office, and have a good day.
All right, I hope we didn't offend him when we said how original. It felt a bit like we did. But it does make sense that he is into, like, woodworking and such when you take a look around this entire house. Okay, so this room should be done. So we're going to move into this, which I'm assuming is going to be the bulk of our work. And I'm going to start by selling everything that we can. All right, everything's sold. Now it's time for cleanup. 4 trash bags out of here. Yikes. Now, where did I put the bin? That didn't take long. Now we just need to buy some furniture and unpack a couple boxes. I think we'll start with the large pieces and figure out where we want them first. And I think, obviously, we want some focus on that fireplace. I might move that closer depending on what kind of furniture we have here. And we have an armchair. Now, I think I'd like to create a little space over here to maybe sit and read. The angle's a little weird with that couch. But we got a general idea over here. I might actually want to bring that a little closer. That way. Okay, there's a lamp. I think I'm going to actually move this a little more here. Put the lamp just a little bit closer there. Like that. That feels cozy and like they can have conversations with each other. A TV cabinet? Oh, we gotta figure out how to make a spot where they can actually watch TV. Well, that is awkward. I guess we'll place it over here. And we're gonna have to rearrange my plans a little bit. Okay, that is a very long distance to watch TV, but that allows them to have a view of the fireplace and the TV. And they can still squeak by over here. This is not an ideal layout. I personally probably would have skipped the TV. Yeah, because if you placed them this way with the TV, they would have had their backs to the fireplace. If we place the TV over there, it's partially blocking a window, or it would be awkwardly placed over here. We could corner place it, but then if you're sitting here, you gotta constantly look to the side to watch TV. Yeah, I think if I were putting something in this space and I had to have a TV, that's probably where I would put it. A yellow rug? Not even a good yellow. It's like a green yellow. What were you thinking? Just trust the customer. They know what they want, right? We need 2 of these in here? Okay. I think we're gonna go for like a double placement situation. I think they were intended to be end tables, but I think it's going to work better to have something more like this, if I can get it more precise. I don't feel like someone who does woodworking would choose these. I feel like they would probably be a bit ashamed to have something like that in their house. Placing the shelves over here, hoping that we get some kind of plant arrangement to do, or decorations of some sort. And I think we'll put this... It's not ideal being near the fireplace, because it will get the heat from the fireplace, which can be a little damaging, but I think that's probably our best option here. Alright, I absolutely hate the placement of literally everything in this room, but we're working with it. And now we just need to unpack a couple of boxes, which I hope have some decor in them. Alright, we're just going to set things out here first until I get an idea of what we have. Okay, this feels like the kind of thing... Actually, probably up here if we can. Ooh, that's a bit large for that. I think that's going to be center of the table. Oh, we have a lot of... Oh, hello. A grandfather clock kind of thing. I think we'll place it over here. Oh, geez. Big pictures. Let's put you here. So I have a feeling there's going to be more. Oh, definitely. I'm guessing there's something wrong with this one. Oh, there we go. I might have to move this temporarily so that I can get that where I want it. And then place that here. Oh, that looks awful. I don't like it. What is going on with the pictures today? I think I want to move this. I haven't figured that out yet, but I think we need to put some over here. And I think what I'm going to do is do more of a arrangement like this. Wow, really don't have a great spot. And then we got one little box left. Yeah, okay. We can display that totally safely there on that shelf. Actually, I think I'd like to do something like this. Like they're hung around that picture. Okay, that's good. And then we want to place this stuff on the shelves. Okay, it's not the worst. Not the best, for sure. Well, the room is done. It is what it is. This room should not have anything. Yeah, we're good there. Oh, this bathroom needs a little work. What do we have to do? Oh, we're turning it into a laundry room by the looks of it. So selling pretty much everything. I probably would have found a way to combine the laundry room and the bathroom because I sure wouldn't want to give up a spare bathroom. Okay, I think we'll place the cabinet back here as close to the corner as we can get it. And then we'll get our washer and dryer in here. Like so. I'm kind of surprised we don't have to do any wiring for this or anything like that. It feels like the kind of thing we should have to do. Oh, actually, these might be able to be placed far enough apart that I could put the cabinet in the middle. If I can get these shelves out of the way for the moment. There we go. Just enough space. Now those shelves don't fit there. So we can put those over here to store the stuff. And then we have room for the laundry basket right over here. Nice. There still would have been plenty of room for a toilet and sink at the very least. And then we have the living room that will become an office. So we just need to sell a few things and now buy a few things. I don't know how they figure we're going to fit all of this into here. Holy moly. I think it might be best to put those over here by the windows. And then we can... I don't want to cover up the window. So I think we'll twist this around this way. Like so. Because we have another cabinet to fit in here as well. I wish it were below the height of the window, and it's not, so we're just going to place it over here. I think I'm going to shift this picture just slightly. It's not ideal. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Their spaces are just too tight for what they all want to get in, and I'm not loving it. At least we have shelf space left, so we can put that stuff that was on the floor over here. I think we'll put the camera there, just because that's cute. Giving it its own shelf. Speaking of shelves, we have more shelves. We really like the shelves around here for sure. And a desk organizer. We'll just tuck that over here in the corner. Little place for the trash. Put the clock here so it's convenient to read. And this random shelf will go below it, I guess. We need to put something on that. How about this random red elephant? He's kind of cool. I think we need something taller on the other side, so we'll use this one over here. There we go. That's kind of fun. Doesn't it all go with their style, I think, but I kind of like it. And that's actually it. That is crazy. That was a really quick job, but it is kind of just what I needed today. Not feeling the greatest, a few days before our renovation starts, and I just needed something nice and simple. Once again, I can't wait until everything is back to normal, but thank you so much for hanging in there and watching today. Wishing you a day full of purrs, whimsy, and wonder. Don't forget to paw that like button if you enjoyed curling up here today. Remember, stay cozy, stay kind, and stay curious.